In this lesson, we're going to be solving equations that have decimals in them. You want to remember, the key to solving an algebraic equation is still to use inverse operations, operations that undo each other when solving equations. You want to do the opposite. Addition will undo subtraction, they are opposites, and subtraction will undo addition. Multiplication will undo division, and division will undo multiplication. That's the key to all algebra equation solving, is to do the inverse or the opposite of what you see as you unravel what's going on. And of course, remember, we do it in the reverse of the order of operations. So here we go. Solve the equation x minus 1.23 equals 9.2. Well, the opposite operation here would be to add 1.23 to both sides of the equation. Well, here the 1.23's cancel, and we can say that x equals 10.43. And that's all there is to it. You just do the same thing that you would do with any other number. But what if you just really don't like dealing with decimals? That's okay. On this problem, why don't we get rid of the decimal before we solve it? I only see one decimal. It's the 15.5. How many decimal places are there? Just one, 0.5. So what we're going to do is multiply everything by 10, or move the decimal point one place to the right for everything. So 15.5 becomes 155. 29 becomes 290. And y becomes, well, 10y. Okay, and now we have something without decimals. The numbers are a little bit big though. Hope you're okay with that. So what are we going to do? 10y plus 155 equals 290. Well, we're going to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. Subtract 155 from both sides. We're saying that 10y equals 135. But now we have an extra step because we multiplied everything by 10. So now we're going to need to divide everything by 10. And when you multiply and divide by 10, well, like we did before, we're just moving the decimal point either to the left or the right. So the answer in this case is 13.5. And that's how we can solve an equation that has decimals by first getting rid of the decimals. So that involves some addition and some subtraction. Let's do this one with multiplication and division. Here we have 1.8x equals 3.24. Maybe you're still not a fan of decimals. So what will we do? Multiply by some factor of 10. What is the most number of places after the decimal that you see? Over here, there's one place after the decimal. over here there's 2 places after the decimal. So that's what we're going to do, is 2 places. We're going to multiply everything by 100. That's going to allow us to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. 1.8 becomes 180 x equals 324. Now, if you remember how we do long division, we're still going to be doing the exact same procedures. So really all we did was add a step to get rid of the decimal, which is going to have to be put back again later. But all we need to do is divide both sides by 180. You can use long division to get that done, but the answer is still going to be 1.8. So let's finish this up with a problem that has division that we're going to change into multiplication. And since for the last 2 problems we got rid of the decimal, why don't we just go ahead and leave the decimal here this time. We're going to multiply both sides by 3.2. Okay, the 3.2's cancel, leaving you y equals, and I haven't actually shown you doing any of the math so far, so why don't we do this one on the screen. We're going to do 9.12 times 3.2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Bring down the 4. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 and 3 is 11. Carry the 1. 7 and 2 is 9. And there's our 2. How many total places do we have behind the decimal? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Y equals 29.184. And that's how you solve algebraic equations with decimals.